Hey guys, for today's video, I'm doing episode 10 of Create This Book. I'm super excited about this episode because I love Create This Book, but also because today is actually my first sponsorship ever. Today's episode is actually sponsored by Artistro. Artistro is an arts and crafts brand. They have all different kinds of arts and crafts supplies. They do watercolor paints, acrylic paints. They have like these little wood boards. They have all different things, and they also have paint pens. So this is the extra fine tip and medium tip paint pens. I will be testing them out and reviewing them in today's episode of Create This Book. Let's get started. Okay, so here is the box of 42 Artistro paint pens. The packaging is very nice. On the back, we have all of the colors. There are 42 of them. You can see that this is water-based, multi-surface, and quick drying. It's the extra fine tip. We're also bringing out our medium tip. There are 30 of these. On the back of this one, we have directions. You shake, push, and then draw. Okay, easy enough. Something I really like about these pens when compared to Posca paint pens is that you can actually see how much paint is in your pen. Dumping the whole box on the table. The pens also come with a free ebook with instructions and different pictures of things to do. I haven't used that, but it's nice it's there. And I'm showing you that there's liquid in here. It kind of went out of focus. But these are all of the pens, and I'm super excited to use all of the colors, especially that highlighter yellow one. And now it's finally time to take out my Create This Book. I'm flipping to just kidding. So I wrote down all of the pages that I haven't done yet. I was feeling spontaneous. Actually, I was feeling very indecisive and didn't know what to do. So now I've randomly chosen the alien page. Create an alien. Draw what you imagine an alien looks like. So I started off drawing a flying saucer. What is this called? A alien spaceship. A spaceship. Just take a moment, pause, and really take in that bright highlighter yellow. Are they kidding? I'm obsessed with the fluorescent yellow color. I think it's my favorite color that Artistro offers. I will say, just in general, right up front with trying Artistro's paint pens, I just really like the color options that they have. With paint pens, it can be tricky because you can't mix the colors, so you really have to have good colors up front that are in your pens, and I really like these colors. They've got some cool, funky ones like this bright yellow one, and they've got a lot of pastels, but they also don't have all pastels. They have a nice selection. Plus, they also come with metallics, gold and silver. As you can see, I have a rainbow coming out of our spaceship, and there's a cute little alien sitting on this rainbow slide. This is now the second time I've made a rainbow slide. Is this my new thing? No. It's supposed to be like one of those like abducting things, but I made it a slide. And I also made the slide slimy. It's very drippy and wet, and that's disgusting. And we have the star of the show. He may be small, but he's #1 in our hearts. I absolutely love this alien. So basically I'm making white drips in the background by coloring in black. Or I guess you could look at it as black drips on a white background. I'm adopting him. It has pigtails, need I say more? Okay, this is what it looks like in the book, and then I added my signature and the date, and here is the final result of this Create an Alien page. I absolutely love this. I think this is my new favorite that I've done so far. I love the background with the black and white, and the rainbow, and the cute alien. It's just, mwah. Okay, moving on, we're doing create cuts through layers. There's so many options. You could do layers of hair, layers of an onion. What? But my job here today is to test out all of the colors that Artistro has to offer. So I decided to do a layered cake. I know it's very basic, but I wanted to. I'm a basic gal, what can I say? Someone called me basic and cringy this week, so I cannot confirm or deny if that is true. It is. Mystery solved, guys. Anyway, so I colored in that chocolatey part with the medium tip, and I will say I think I needed a slightly larger tip to cover that much space. The other thing I'd like to note about these pens is when you're using them, you actually have to press much lighter than you think. I'm the type of person that when I hold a pen or a pencil or even one of these paint pens, I press very hard. I realized about halfway through that pressing so hard was actually scratching off some of the paint. So you can kind of see when you look at the rainbow part, it looks way less streaky than the top chocolate part. And that's honestly my fault. If I just pressed lighter, I probably would have got better results on the chocolate part on top of the cake. After the base colors were down, it was time for my favorite part, the details. So I took out just like different shades of the same colors and added some shading, little highlights and stuff. Went over the green because I didn't like that one as much. Added some chocolate drips down the sides of this giant cake slice. It's quite a large indent that's been made into this round cake. I also added some white highlights to the chocolate drips and parts of the cake, and then sprinkles. So I wanted to cover the top with sprinkles to make it more colorful. Lots of sprinkles. And then I also made a shadow for every single tiny individual sprinkle. So that took forever. I also added shadows to the chocolate drips and the bottom of the cake, and then it was time to move on to the giant gaping hole in the center of the cake. Yes, it's going to be a mountain of sprinkles. I don't know if you guys have seen those cakes, you probably have, that have the sprinkles in the center when you cut it open. That's what I'm going for. I also added the shadows to all of those and highlights to every individual sprinkle on this cake. I added my signature and the date. I also wrote create layers on the top of it because I had covered the prompt. This is what it looks like in the book. And here is the final result of my rainbow layer cake with the sprinkle center. So far, I really like the results of using these Artistro paint pens on paper. I haven't tried it on other surfaces. Maybe I'll do that in some other videos. But I enjoy the way this one came out. Up next, we have create patterns, and we mysteriously already have a paper that's cut. If I can open it. We have create patterns, fill this page with patterns. So for this one, I really like the front of these boxes, so I'm gonna try to replicate something similar with these colors. Oh my gosh, I forgot to mention, Artistro also gave me a coupon code for you guys, so it's 10 Bellamena. The link is in my bio, you can use it, and you get 10% off. How do I explain this page? Agony, agony, agony. I did not like the process of making this page whatsoever. No, we're not doing any of this. I love these patterns. I think they look really nice. Keyword, they look nice. But they are agony to create. And for some reason, every time someone describes using these patterns, they always go, oh, it's so relaxing. Oh, I love making them. They're so relaxing and mindless. No. Relaxing. These things stress me out. I struggle so much to come up with a pattern for these. I just never know what to draw. I feel like they're just so random that it stresses me out, and I don't know what I'm supposed to be drawing in this pattern. So to solve that problem, I just followed Artistro's box, and I like that. It looks nice. But then I had to do that a second time. And that's when I draw the line. I can't do the same thing over and over again. I realize that that is what a pattern is, just doing the same thing over and over again. Maybe that's just what I have a qualm with, honestly. Maybe this is just a me problem. I like the results of these things. I like looking at them. I just hate the process of making it. I don't want to do it again. Ah, more work. And I filled the blank spot with, you guessed it, the same exact pattern, yeah! And then I added some hearts to this because I was done making this pattern over and over again. It was exhausting, and I needed something easy to do, so I just filled it with hearts. Which, you know what, I think was for the best. I think it turned out probably better than if I had attempted more of those patterns in the corners. But this is what it looks like. It's shiny, and here it is in the book. I also added a metallic outline to the window to the prompt, as well as my signature and the date. And here it is again, I'm showing how shiny it is. Overall, I really like the way this turned out, but I will not be doing these patterns again. I like the way they look, it's just I hate repeating the same thing over and over again. It becomes tedious to me, and I hated the process of making it. And here are all 3 of the pages that I did for this week's episode. Let me know which one you guys like the best. I think my favorite's the alien. Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you'd like to see my other Create This Book videos, click the box on the bottom left. If you'd like to see squishy makeovers, click the box on the bottom right. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next week. Bye!